Hey, this is video game composer Tommy Tallarico, and you are watching my second favorite reviews show, Bonus Stage. So you thought I was going to say X-Play, but I will not say that.
Hello and welcome back. This is the Bonus Stage. We're your hosts. I'm Jeff Ward.
I'm Tom Higgins.
And this is our Video Games Live 09 sort of a wrap-up show type of thing. We want to, first of all, say a big thanks to Tommy Tallarico for plugging the show. You'll see that at the beginning of the episode. It was really awesome of him to do that. But let's talk about the event. A 3-day event. Tickets were about 100 bones a piece.
Yeah, came to $111.50 or something like that.
Yep. Definitely the best $100 I've spent. Actually, you know what? I didn't buy my ticket. I got it for my birthday, so. But, I mean, if you did, it was probably one of the best $100 you've spent in a long time.
Yeah.
So day one, there was the concert.
Straight up concert, nothing but.
Yeah, I mean, they have, like, you know, a meet and greet afterwards, and they had little contests in between, like they usually do at most of their shows.
Yeah.
But the first day was just strictly...
Same stuff as last year, though.
Yeah.
That was kind of lame.
I guess a little bit. I mean, I kind of like watching the people play Space Invaders while they're tracking them, but it looks impossibly hard. It looks impossibly hard. I don't know if anybody's ever won that machine. That's what we should have asked Tommy, actually, if anybody's ever won that machine. But it's really hard to do, but it looks like a lot of fun. And they didn't choose a really fat kid like last year.
Oh, poor kid.
That poor kid.
Okay.
But the concert, I mean, what did you think of the music?
The music was good. I mean, it was about, 50-50, same as last year kind of deal.
Yeah.
Some of it was good. I really enjoyed the fact that they put Mega Man in it.
Yeah, that was good.
Kind of like a household name for gaming now.
It was one of the few, unfortunately, I didn't get video footage of, and I kind of wish I had, because that was definitely awesome.
What else did they put in new?
They put in Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross,
which was
guitar duo.
That was really cool.
It was, actually.
I quite enjoyed that. That was a good one. And then there was another new one. It was Mega Man. That was the other new one.
Yeah.
And then they had their stalwarts. You know, you have your
Zelda, Mario.
Your Zelda, Mario, and they had the Kingdom Hearts one, which I really liked last year. And I thought, I'm not sure if it was different. I think it was. I think they used actual Kingdom Hearts game footage last year.
It was both. I think they used both.
But this year they just used like classic Disney footage, which I actually thought was really good. I really liked that song. They left out a couple of ones that we really enjoyed, like Civ 4 and Myst and stuff like that. Yeah. But
Myst I don't really care about.
Yeah, neither do I. But there are some people who were really kind of bummed that they missed out on that one. That they missed out on Myst. That's not funny. Don't laugh at that. The show's about, what, 2.5 hours?
Yeah, the doors open at 6, goes to 8, and it ended at about 10:30.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we actually got out of there on time on Monday.
Mm-hmm. Well, because we didn't stick around for the meet and greet afterwards. We did that for day 2 and 3. And they ended off, of course, with One Winged Angel, which Tom is kind of tired of hearing.
It's a decent song, but, I mean, they ended it last year with the, One Winged Angel Castlevania.
I loved Castlevania. I love Castlevania. It's so good.
I like it too, but, and it was something new.
Yeah.
The first night I could have given it, a break because, not everyone who was there that night was there last year. So, I mean, you got to give them some credit. But then Wednesday night they ended with the same 2 songs, then they encored with something else.
Chrono.
Yeah,
Chrono again.
The guitar duo.
Yeah.
And it was like, just not feeling it.
I really love listening to One Winged Angel live, and like everybody, that building just goes nuts when that song comes on. And I mean, it is a little it's kind of boring listening to it again a second time, but it's still like, it's just, I still was really into it. I like when they started when Tommy came out and started saying, the composer in the game, and I was like,
just once I'm hoping,
I'm really excited
Fantasy,
again.
Like 4, like just
yeah. Well, they said they are working on new Final Fantasy music.
Yeah. Because then they did count it up to like 1, no, 2. Now it was like, just please, 4.
When Tommy had said the game is, some guy yelled out "Blue Dragon." Yeah. Everybody started laughing. That was hilarious. I would pay top dollar to see a Blue Dragon medley. I wouldn't. I'm just kidding. So then we day 2, which was basically
turned out to be kind of a good surprise.
Yeah, we walked in. We came ridiculously early, like I don't know, 6:15. We were all standing there, like, oh man, this is a bunch of people playing Guitar Hero, and we were kind of disappointed. But then we got in, and we get these guys Mode 7, which we had actually heard of them before. Their keyboardist Eric Nordquist watched a show, and he asked us to come out and watch their band play. And unfortunately, like a bunch of idiots, we missed it.
Yes.
And we totally dropped the ball on that one, because when they came out, we're like, okay, we'll get to see them. We'll hear what they sound like, and they fucking were awesome.
Yeah.
They were awesome. I couldn't believe it.
It was probably going to be them beforehand, because it was like, wait, didn't we see that guy in the lobby? I bet you it's going to be them. And they destroyed the house.
And it was just like one of the best highlights of the whole show was Mode 7, and they played a half-hour stint. They played Sonic. They played Ken's theme from Street Fighter 2. They played a really wicked Mario medley, which was really cool. Eric played
a bit of a Final Fantasy piano.
Yeah, it was like I think it was Air's theme type of thing, or it was like, or sure. Maybe it was just like the main theme.
I'm not a Final Fantasy 7 expert.
Yeah. And then he also played the Halo theme, which all of which you can see in another video that I put up of like the best of Mode 7. They were unbelievable, and that Halo part was really cool. They're all really talented musicians. You definitely got to check them out. And they're playing this year's Fringe Festival.
For anyone in Winnipeg.
Yeah, so if you're in Winnipeg and you're, thinking about checking out a show for video games, you gotta definitely check these guys out, because they're awesome. And they gave us a bunch of their music too, so we're gonna be, sort of helping promote them a little bit, and we're gonna post some clips with their.
We're scratching theirs, kind of deal.
Yeah, and they're really good guys too. So like they're really friendly. So I mean, they'll probably, they love to meet their fans, just like any group. So we're gonna help them, and we're gonna take a listen to their music and definitely try and get it out in some other videos. And then they had the Guitar Hero tournament.
My God, I do not want to hear Sweet Emotion ever again.
I never ever want to hear that song again. They had 10 kids. 8 of the top players in the qualifier round come out and play Sweet Emotion.
I have to give credit to
2-on-2.
There was a kid there who's maybe like 9 or 10 years old. Like the short little kid who, like, the guitar was 3/4 his height. Mm-hmm. And asking Jack Wall, apparently he was 2nd overall before they actually brought them out on stage. Mm-hmm. So like that kid has no life.
Yeah, but well, I mean, he's 9 years old though. I mean, he's just playing rhythm game. He was really good. Like, he was really good. I don't know what position he came in after they were done that last little round there, but it came down to 2 guys who had actually battled each other in that same round, the second group, and they came back and played day 3. With the whole orchestra and everybody, and they played the Sweet Emotion again. We heard that song 6 times, 4 times in a row, and I wanted to leave. I was like, I can't listen to this song again. I can't. But they were really good at it.
Especially, we got some. Hopefully, you got some footage, but we got some photos. One of the competitors in the Wednesday night. The Wednesday night part of the competition. He actually turned around and stared at the crowd while still playing. Yeah,
still playing and not missing a beat. Unfortunately, I didn't get footage of that.
Okay, I got pictures of it, but
it's really cool.
It was like nobody was expecting. Like, he turned around a bit, and you're like, okay, yeah, and then he turned around and stood and stared at the crowd, and it was just like this is
like 40 seconds. Like, he was just like, and he was still going, and he didn't miss a note. And I was like, holy shit, this kid's epic. And that was the kid that ended up winning. He won some really cool swag from them, and like he was also on stage while they were all playing together. So that's pretty wicked.
Tommy was playing guitar with the orchestra, playing kind of a backup.
Yeah, from where I was sitting, I couldn't hear over the music of the actual video game itself, but Tom, you said that they were... You
I could hear them. I was 3rd row, so I was seeing pretty much everything. I could close enough to hear the twang of like the guitars going off.
Yeah.
And when the song quieted down, I could hear the orchestra playing in the background, but we could see them playing. So.
Yeah. That was actually really cool watching that. And then the last part of day 2, we had the meet and greet, our first go around at the meet and greet, which was the shorter of the 2 lines that we stood in.
Thankfully shorter.
Tom got some stuff autographed. He got his Nintendo DSi autographed by Tommy Tallarico. starting to come off a little bit because he got caught in a rainstorm, but he's going to protect it up really nice and good. And Tommy actually shoved that down his pants. We have video of that, and we're going to show that to you later, but all reviews on the run, he was talking about how him and Vic used to, sort of get at each other's throats, and Tommy would always make Vic feel uncomfortable by shoving stuff down his pants, and then he decided to shove Tom's DSi down his pants, which was hilarious. It was really funny.
I don't know why, but I shook his hand afterwards. Like, he pulls it out of his pants, gives it back,
and then you shook his hand. You're like, "Thank you for next time farther." Yeah. So it was really funny.
We also got PSP.
Oh yeah, the PSP done too.
Only signed by Tommy and Martin. Jack, I guess, was tired and fucked off.
Mm-hmm. That was on day 3.
Yeah, that was day 3.
I mean, they had played a lot of music and they're probably very tired.
This was another day 2 item I got signed. I didn't want to go up and walk past Martin